Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Prepping by Faith, and today we are going to talk about EMPs, a brief description of what they are, and then I'm going to show you what you can do to prepare. An EMP, or electromagnetic pulse, arises when the source emits a short duration pulse of energy. The energy is usually broadband by nature, although it often excites a relatively narrow band damped sine wave response in the surrounding environment. Some types are generated as repetitive and regular pulse trains. Different types of EMP arise from natural, man-made, and weapons effects. So there's lightning, which creates electromagnetic pulse. The discharge is typically an initial huge current flow, at least mega amps, followed by a train of pulses or decreasing energy. Electrostatic discharge as a result of two charged objects coming into close proximity or even contact. There's meteoric EMP, the discharge of electromagnetic energy resulting from either the impact of a meteoroid with a spacecraft or the explosive breakup of a meteoroid passing through the Earth's atmosphere. Coronal mass ejection, CME, sometimes referred to as a solar EMP, a burst of plasma and accompanying magnetic field ejected from the solar corona and released into the solar wind. Types of civil man-made EMP events include power line surges. These can be up to several kilovolts, enough to damage electronic equipment that is insufficiently protected. And then there's types of military EMPs that are nuclear electromagnetic pulse, or NEMP, as a result of a nuclear explosion. A variant of this is the high altitude nuclear EMP, a HEMP, which produces a secondary pulse due to particle interactions with the Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field. Non-nuclear electromagnetic pulse, or NEMP weapons, NEMP weapons. A NEMP weapon, the NEMP weapons, are designed to maximize such EMP effects as the primary damage mechanism, and some are capable of destroying susceptible electronic equipment over a wide area. A high-altitude electromagnetic pulse, HEMP, weapon is a NEMP warhead designed to be detonated far above the Earth's surface. The explosion releases a blast of gamma rays into the mid-stratosphere, which ionizes as a secondary effect, and the resultant energetic free electrons interact with the Earth's magnetic field to produce a much stronger EMP than is normally produced in the denser air at lower altitudes. And then the non-nuclear electromagnetic pulse, the NNEMP NEMP, is a weapon-generated electromagnetic pulse without use of nuclear technology. NEMP generators can be carried as a payload of bombs, cruise missiles such as the CHAMP missile, and drones with diminished mechanical, thermal, and ionizing radiation effects, but without the consequences of deploying nuclear weapons. The range of NEMP weapons is much less than a nuclear EMP. So I wanted to show you guys kind of something that you can do. This is a metal trash can. I believe we got this at either Lowe's or Home Depot. So you can use this as a Faraday cage for a lot of your electronic devices. So I'm going to open this and kind of show you what we have in here. This is just looks like some Black & Decker tools that we picked up that we wanted to make sure that we kept safe. And then I also have one of my Jackery generators down in there. This is just one of the trash cans that I have. Something that you guys can do with this, besides just sticking them down there in their boxes, is you could, in theory, just line the inside of the trash can with some cardboard and then put your devices inside. And if you wanted to add an extra layer of protection, in addition to lining the inside of the trash can with cardboard, you could then wrap some of the boxes in some aluminum foil, heavy-duty aluminum foil, and that would add another extra layer of protection. What you don't want to do is to take aluminum foil and wrap it directly to whatever device you're trying to protect, because all you're going to do is just draw that current directly to the device. You have to have something in between the device and the foil, like cardboard or some other material, so that it's not coming in direct contact with that foil. I wanted to show you, here's another one that I have over here. Let me open this. I got some more things down in here. I have some little mini heaters that could run off of a generator. We have, what else have we got in here? It looks like we have our ham radio in here. I know I have another jackery in here. Just really any kind of electronic devices that you're trying to protect and shield. In the case of an EMP, you want to put it inside one of these and make sure it's pushed down tight. You could seal it with some duct tape to add another layer of protection around where that lid connects to the trash can. And something else I noticed when I'm shopping and I was buying these trash cans is that sometimes if you look at these lids, there was like a gap here. They were falling apart. They weren't sealed correctly. These have to be sealed correctly or they're not going to work for you. So you want to really inspect whatever trash can that you're going to purchase for this before you go ahead and buy it. So this is just something I wanted to show you guys and talk to you about for a minute. We are back inside my prepping room. I just wanted to show you guys something else real quick. This is my Blue Eddy. You may have noticed it in the video I did on my prepper pantry. But what we did is we took about 3 layers of heavy duty aluminum foil and really wrapped up that cardboard box that it's sitting in nice and tight and sealed all the seams with some tape. That's something that you guys can do to protect it from an EMP. This won't fit inside one of those metal trash cans, which is why it's not in there. And I mean, I suppose you could if you put it on its end, but I don't think that would be very good for it. So we decided to go this route. So if you have larger items or you have more items that aren't going to fit inside a metal trash can, you can do something like this to protect them. Okay, everyone. I just wanted to show you what these EMP shields look like installed in your vehicle. So one of the first things that you want to do is kind of map out where you want to put it. Ideally, you want it as close to your battery as possible, but they do provide you a long enough cable so that you can connect it. So I just kind of wanted to show you this so you can kind of see. My husband's car was a lot easier for him to install. They do have a video online to kind of show you how to do it. And then I'm going to walk you over here and show you where mine's at. At first glance, you can't even see mine. It's kind of difficult to see. So if you see down there, that's actually where he had to put mine. I think it was a lot more complicated for him, but that's like the first thing you guys want to do is just kind of figure out where you're going to be able to set it before you start trying to install it. And then in a second, I'm going to take you down and show you what they look like installed in my home. And with those, you're probably going to want a licensed electrician to install them if you're not comfortable working around breaker boxes and that sort of thing. Everyone, we are in my basement right now. I just wanted to show you some EMP shields, kind of what they look like when they're installed. I know a lot of us are talking about these, but we're not really showing you. They do have videos on their website where you can see how these are installed. We have to have 2 of them because I have 2 breaker boxes down here, so you have to have 1 run to each, and that is because we had to have additional electricity run when we finished off our basement. So this is what they look like. They should be green lit. That shows that they are functioning, and that will shunt that EMP if it were to get hit quickly, so that none of these things would be impacted during that event. I did want to mention our main box is actually outside of our home, so if you have a situation like that, you may want to discuss that with EMP Shield and find out if you can have that installed outside, if that would be protected in the elements or not. We couldn't do that because of the way our home is. There's a bunch of rock that's out there on the bottom of our home where that would need to be installed, so there's really no place for it to set. So I know going in that there are certain things in there that aren't going to be protected, like my ovens and then the washer and dryer, and I also have a GFI circuit that's attached to that, so I had to make sure that my freezers and stuff that are plugged in my garage were not attached to that circuit because they wouldn't be protected. So we kind of navigated in there and moved some things around and made sure those, at least 2 of those that are important to me, are not plugged into that, so they are still protected on this EMP shield. So I just wanted to go over that real quick, kind of show you guys what these look like. And if you've learned something from this video today, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless.